Hello, my name is Brian. I'm making this video blog in response to Bill Nye the Science Guy's video blogs about evolution. And I respect Bill Nye the Science Guy very much. I feel he has brought science to children. He's brought science in a way that's fun and exciting, and I have learned a ton from him. When I was younger, I learned a ton, and I respect him. But when he came out with this video blog about evolution and acting like if you don't believe in evolution, you're an idiot, and all this other stuff that he said, I feel it was just as religious and closed-minded as any church was in the 1200th century. I mean, that is just ridiculous. Because here's the thing, people. Evolution is just a theory. It is just a theory. It is not 100% provable, but nor is creation. Creation is also a theory. We have some facts, but in the end, it's just theory. We have some facts, but in the end, it's just theory. I mean, that's the facts, okay? We have an idea, but then most of it's all conjecture. And the idea that the Earth is 15 billion years old, or the Earth is 4.5 billion years old, and the universe is 15 billion years old, doesn't prove nothing except, number one, that it's a working theory, because 10 years ago when I was in high school, it was stated that the Earth was 500 million years old and the universe was 4.5 billion years. So it's the universe has gotten 10 billion years older in the last 10 years. That sounds to me like a working theory, not fact. Nor does that prove anything, because who says God would not take 15 billion years to make a place for us? That just shows how much more he loves us, okay? So that is, and the idea that the age of the earth proves evolution is kind of like me saying that everything in the Bible is true 100% because we have Jews. We know Jews exist, and so therefore everything the Bible says is 100% true. I mean, that's basically what Bill Nye the Science Guy said, okay, that in the age of the earth. And that has nothing to do with everything. That's a very small piece in a huge puzzle of a huge theory. Okay? Now, the idea of evolution, in my opinion, is absolutely crazy. I mean, the idea that we have come from nothing, that this complex world and ecosystem just kind of pooped out of the universe and accidentally happened, and all the building blocks for life just kind of magically appeared on the planet, and all of a sudden we have the most complex ecosystem that we know of, and human beings just came out of that. That to me is crazy. But I'm not saying creationism isn't crazy too, because it is. It is crazy. I mean, the idea that an infinite God that's omnipotent and almighty just created this universe and created this planet and stuck us down here just so he could love us and care for us, and that we can experience his love and project that love back onto him. That's just as crazy. That's just as crazy as evolution. I'm not saying it's not, because it is. The thing is, it works for me and it makes sense to me, and there's a lot of other things about it. But in the end of the day, it's all just a theory. And for Bill Nye the Science Guy to say that science is gonna suffer if we don't teach our kids evolution and force evolution on people, and to say that we can't have public funds teaching creationism, is just as religious, just as bigoted, just as closed-minded and dogmatic as any church was in the Dark Ages. And the idea that one theory is better than the other is just ridiculous, because in the end they're just a theory. And the idea of I'm right, you're wrong, boom, and we don't have any facts behind that, that's just closed-minded. That is ignorance right there. The truth is we don't know, and if we're open-minded to what we do have facts about, and we try to put those into puzzles, and we say, okay, this is what we have, this is what we don't have, here's an idea, here's another idea, and being open to other ideas, that's what science is, and that's what being open-minded is, and that's what we need. We don't need on either side to say this is how it is, and if you don't do it my way, that's it, I'm going to kill you, because that's what religion has done for thousands of years. But evolution is just another belief system. It's just another religion. And that's the truth. That's fact. Okay? And the idea that evolution is fact is ridiculous, because it is just a theory. It is another theory, and it's just as relevant and realistic as any other theory. But to say this is how it is just closed-minded and bigoted. But the reality is, how do we tell the difference in what is important? The question is, what brings life and what brings death? Okay, because that's what matters. How does this bring life and how does this bring death? And in my opinion, my humble opinion, evolution brings death. So if you want to learn more about that, check out my next video.